嘿，大家好，我是怎么壮子。今天要跟各位聊的是壮子看访谈第二集。这集是大约半年前 Reaves 上解决 Ready 节目的内容。因为过去做过1-2部 Shorts 反应还不错，所以考虑到里面还有不少有趣的东西，就决定做一部长片来跟大家分享。大家有想看什么节目也欢迎下方留言。另外会员制度已经开启，文字版湖人战况会员专属影片都在这里，快来一起加入。那么我们就赶快开始。在访谈的最一开始 Ready 就先分享自己在当 NBA 睡前时想的都是关于场上的东西，但退休后睡前都是想关于高尔夫球的事情。而因为 Reaves 是著名爱打高尔夫球的球员， Ready 就问现在对 Reaves 而言哪一件事情最重要。我们来看 Reaves 的回复。
Oh, that's tough. The politically correct answer is basketball. But I'm sure if you go back, I can't remember, it was one game last year, and in game, I was sitting there at the free throw line. I was on the other end, someone was shooting free throws, and I was sitting there kind of just like, and I didn't pay attention. Like, I had no idea. And my agent Aaron looked at me after the game and was like, what were you doing out there? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you were sitting here like this. I was like, oh no, like, I was working on my golf swing. Like, but yeah, I mean, obviously basketball is, the most important thing right now. Golf is a great getaway for me. Gives me an area to escape, how it is. The league is, tough, all the travel and stuff, and it's an opportunity to get away from me.
接着，因为 Reaves 来自小城市纽华克，大学则是奥克拉荷马大学就读，从未像是在洛杉矶这样的大城市生活过。Ready 问 Reaves 当时是否有准备好面对这些，以及是否有对 Reaves 的生活造成改变。
Draft night, literally the next day, I fly to LA and I'm there, and that's where I've been since. And it was kind of easy for me in a sense of, like you said, I love basketball and golf. I don't really do much else. I'm not into the nightlife. You can find me one of 4 places: the practice facility, the golf course, my house, and Staples or crypto. I keep it very simple, but the one thing that sucks is traffic out there. You got to get used to that, but other than that, gotta appreciate the way my parents raised me, and showing me that the main thing is the main thing. Like, you can go anywhere and be anywhere and still keep your eyes on whatever you want to do, and you don't have to get distracted by all the other stuff. So I praise them for that.
其实听 Reaves 讲这段，我自己也是蛮有感的。从相对乡下的地方搬到大城市生活的过程，某种程度上也算是我从南部搬到台北时有感受到的。确实起初也是会受到一些事情的影响和分心。接着 Ready 继续往下问选秀会上关于拒绝活塞自愿成为落选秀的这段过程，问为何 Reaves 会有自信的认为这一切能够成功。以下是 Reaves 的回应。
I just knew at the end of the day it was going to come down to basketball. I signed with an agency that didn't have any NBA players. So I took a chance there. I knew that they were going to work and put me in the best position because they want to make it too. But at the end of the day, I knew, like I said, it was going to come down to playing basketball. If I can get on an NBA court around NBA guys, like, I know with the IQ of the game, and then, like you said, just the competitive nature, that I'll figure out a way to, make myself stick. The whole thing going into the draft was, for me, is I didn't play defense. And I went to maybe 1-2 practices when I was on my 2-way, and I was like, defense is going to get me on the court. I played defense as hard as I could, dove on the floor for loose balls, took charges. We had a team at that time that nobody liked to do that. And Frank was a defensive guy, and that's what really got my foot in the door.
Reaves 说到的这段也是蛮多 NBA 新秀获得上场时间的关键，毕竟像是牺牲身体去制造进攻犯规，或是拼命抢球权等脏活，也确实是比较少球员愿意去做的。而就像 Reaves 说到的一样，在他生涯的第1年，湖人根本很少球员会做这些，再加上教头 Frank Vogel 又是以强调防守著称的， Reaves 也正是借此慢慢闯出头并站稳脚步。接着，因为在大学时期 Reaves 其实是主要打持球点，并非无球接应点著称， Ready 就问到 Reaves 是如何在不是熟悉定位下争取上场时间。
Yeah, it's tough, but that was one thing I was really confident in, is figuring out how to do all the other stuff. Going back to, I was in high school, my 9th grade year I played with my brother, my 10th grade year I played with my brother, and he was the best player on the team. So it wasn't like I was, scoring 25. I was doing all the other stuff. So I was kind of already prepped to do that. I go to Wichita State. I didn't play on the ball. I shot the ball really well there, catch and shoot. I think my freshman year, I shot around 50% from three. And I had shot the ball well before. Going into the league, I had already kind of done all that, obviously at a lower level.
就如同 Reaves 所述，高中时期到大一 Reaves 多半都是以无球工作为主，到后来转入奥克拉荷马大学后，开始赋予更多持球进攻，这造就了现在 Reaves 能够切换持球无球的技能包，也帮助 Reaves 能够顺利在还没有太多角色定位的时候能够稳定贡献。接着 Reddy 开始问到 Reaves 是何时认为自己赢得老詹的信任，以下是 Reaves 的回应。
Fully?
Still working on it?
No. Fully was game one of the Memphis series last year. We had great chemistry from day one. In the fourth quarter, when there was a shot, I forgot. I think D'Lo might have got the rebound, and he outletted it to Bron. And obviously, I'm gonna run to the corner. Bron's got the ball, and I get to half court, and I hear him yelling my name. He was like, "Come get the ball." I was like, "Oh shit." I got to make something good happen. Everything went to slow motion at that time. I can't make him look stupid. He's giving me the ball. Everybody's probably looking at him sideways for giving me the ball, but it ended up working, thank God. And after that, I kind of sit there after the game. It was just like trying to fathom what actually just happened.
看完了这段之后，我试着去找了一下是哪一球，最像的应该是这个回合 Reaves 明显要往底角走去，但老詹叫住他接球。接下来的 Reaves 连续砍进5分，把比数拉开。I'm him 的呐喊也是发生在这之后。接着 Reddy 和 Reaves 聊到偶像的部分，意外问到 Reaves 曾经在推特发过嘴炮老詹的贴文，以下是这段对话。
We were in New Orleans.And I didn't play. I think he played. I pull up my phone right after the game, and it's first thing I see SportsCenter, and it's a picture of Kobe like this. And it's like when I need some rest, I put my phone to LeBron mode, no rings. I was like, shit. It's like there's one or two things I can do. I can shut up and hope he don't see it, or I can call him over here and be like, look, man. And I did. I was like, Bron, come here. And he was like, what's up?I was a Kobe's fan back in the day. I was like, I was shitting on you back in 2012. He just busted out laughing. He was like, I don't care about this.
Some random 14-year-old dude in Arkansas.
从老詹发现后的反应，真的能看出老詹的 EQ 有多高。相信 Reaves 当初也万万没想到自己能和老詹同队。接着 Reddy 问 Reaves 在老詹身上学到了些什么，以下是 Reaves 的回复。
I forgot where we were coming back from. Maybe the Detroit.We had like a 4-game road trip. We were coming back from Detroit, and we were on the plane. And I was like, "What's tomorrow look like for you?" Because I asked this man a million questions anyway. Because we got back probably 1:32. He was like, I'll get up. I don't know. He didn't even say a time. He was like, I'll do some treatment at 10. And then I'll probably get a massage at 11, eat. And he just kept going on about treatment stuff. Yeah, and I was just like, so your day is treatment?And he was like, yeah, pretty much. I was like, all right, cool. Like, there's the blueprint. He's a professional and takes care of himself.
接着 Reddy 继续追问下去，关于 Reaves 是否有些实践的例子，以下是 Reaves 的回应。
I never had a basketball trainer. I never had a trainer. I never had anything. Like, I did everything myself. Like, and I didn't know how important recovery was. Like, nobody ever taught me that stuff. So all this stuff was kind of new for me. Like I said, I asked him a million questions. So this isn't the first time I've asked him about, stuff that he does for his body. I remember in the playoffs, my legs were dead. He was talking about the Normatec and then the stem at the same time. And so I went home, tried it. Legs felt great the next day. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm doing this.
Do you cold tub? Do you cold tub?
Yeah.
Okay, you do.
这整段对话完全体现了老詹照料自己身体的细心且规律，也才造就了老詹打了整整21个赛季却几乎都维持在顶级状态。这是过去从未有任何一名 NBA 球员能够做到的事。希望 Reaves 能借着这些可贵的知识，尽可能维持自己在最佳状态。接着聊到了关于美国队的经历，因为当时 Reaves 算是刚冒出头，而且是队伍里 NBA 资历数一数二小的。Reaves 就谈到进入 NBA 时仅有一个朋友，到加入美国队后和其他队伍的球员真正建立友谊关系的过程。
the best thing for me was learning from them, but also like creating friendships with them. Like when I come into the NBA, I knew one guy in the league, and it was Landry Shaman. That was my roommate my sophomore year at Wichita State. So when I come into the league, like I didn't know anybody. So going into that whole situation, that was kind of one of my like, how am I gonna fit in? Because I know all these guys know each other already, and probably have played together, or for me, this was my second year in the league at the time, and I didn't know anybody. But being able to create real relationships, with these guys, Mikal and Cam. Kel's personality, made everything easier for me just because he's so outgoing, so goofy. I just learned, a little bit of everything from everybody, even the coaches, just kind of the way that they, see the game, they go about the game, the way they do scouts and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a great experience.
最后两人聊到了季中锦标赛的冠军战，当时 Reaves 一度有传出因为生病而无法出赛，甚至印象中是到最后一刻才宣布能够出场。我们来看看 Reaves 亲自回复当时的状况。
When I was at media, I kind of got a little headache. My nose was running a little bit, but I didn't feel bad. Went to my room afterwards and was like, all right, I'm going to take like an hour nap. I'm going to get up, go get a massage. I took the hour nap, woke up, and felt like my life was coming to an end. Like I was burning up at the time. I was under the covers. I was burning up, sweating, head hurt, couldn't breathe out of my nose. And then text my trainer and was just like, look, these are my symptoms, blah, blah, blah. So he come up, we had a FaceTime with our doc because he wasn't there at the time. And he was just like, all right, we're going to give you some medicine and we'll see how you feel tomorrow. So I took the medicine, slept from probably 7 to, didn't go to the team meeting that morning. Probably left the hotel like 2. I was in the bed from 7 to 2, feeling like death was around the corner. Finally, got up, got a shower, and got out the door. And the whole time before the game, I can't. Catching the ball hurt. Everything hurt. Was moving slow, felt slow. And then the game happened. I played well.
其实如果当时没有任何 Reaves 有生病的消息，光看比赛内容的话，真的很难感受到 Reaves 的身体不适。更扯的是，那场的 Reaves 打了27分钟，以6成效率缴出28分3助攻，是湖人团队得分第2多的球员。这某种程度上也证明了 Reaves 坚强的韧性，而且加上这场没被视为纪录内的比赛 ，Reaves 其实在上赛季是打了整整83场的比赛。最后的最后 ，Reddit 加了一题问 Reaves 和老詹著名迷因图的发生过程，以下是 Reaves 的回应。
So we were in Brooklyn, and the game was over. We were up 25, and coach called a timeout and drew up a play. And you know how it is. You're up 25. Some people might not be listening. Some were staring somewhere else. And especially that year, it was my rookie year. Like I said, I asked a million questions, so I knew exactly what I was doing. So he draws up the play, and I just had to make sure. And so I'm walking on the court, and me being me, I asked Bron again. I was like, I ain't doing shit, am I? Like, I'm just chilling. He was like, no, you. I think he got mine and Russ's spot backwards.
Okay.
And he was like, no, you're coming over the top and then setting a back screen. And I'm just looking at him like, I don't think so. But I was just like, oh, God.
好了，那么以上就是今天的影片。喜欢这部影片，请记得按赞、订阅及分享出去，也欢迎各位去追踪我的 IG。我是怎么 John， 我们下次再见喽。